Hey, what's up, guys? Houston here. I'm going to share with you 15 places where you should be able to get qualified for a cash advance loan, all the way up to $10,000. Now, here's the thing about it. Some of you all saying, well, this don't work, that don't work. Let me tell you the criterias so you can understand. All right. The first one is making sure that the information that you put on the application matches with the third-party credit bureaus, because most of these are not going to do a hard pull on the credit. Now, some of these, because you may have already had a relationship with them, then you may not get a hard pull on the credit. But most of these are no credit check, okay? And what I mean by no credit check, they're not doing a hard pull from the major credit bureaus. That's number one. Number two is making sure that you have an active checking account. You have to have an active checking account so they can verify that you have income coming in. Okay? That's number two. Number three is making sure that you have enough disposable income to cover the cash advance. Okay? And so what that means is, with some of these lenders, you may have already have direct deposits, so they're already familiar with you or whatever. But at the same time, making sure that the income that you have enough after taxes that's going to cover paying the loan back. All right? So that's three things you need to understand. Now, there's a couple other things. With some of these, you may be paying a higher interest. Okay, so you may be paying a higher interest rate. All right, so that's something. And with some of these, they may be charging a monthly fee. Okay, so that being said, let's jump right into it. The first one is Tilt. Okay, and this is double dipping. This is double dipping at the best, and what people don't realize. Okay, so with Tilt, they offer a cash advance up to $1,000. They go up to $400. Then as you go along, they give you up to $1,000. Now, here's the thing about it with the double dipping. What the double dipping means. The double dipping means that they offer a credit card as well. So Tilt does offer a credit card. So their credit card, especially when you have bad credit, the credit card you're going to go after is the Engage credit card. Now, with this here Engage credit card goes from $300 up to $3,500. All right. And so they're going to, on that, they do a soft pull to see if you qualify for the credit card. Now, that does not disqualify you for that cash advance. All right. So just keep that in mind. Number two is with U.S. Bank. You may have a relationship with U.S. Bank already. All right. Now, how U.S. Bank, when they're giving a cash advance and they're not doing a hard pull on your credit, you have to make sure you haven't had any negative overdrafts within the past year. Okay. And then they go up to 1,000. Then you also have Bank of America. They go up to 500. And then you also have Wells Fargo as well. So those are some easy places if you bank with them. Again, their main criteria is making sure that you don't have a negative overdraft account for up to a year. All right. Now, the next one is with Chime. Chime offers up to $500. Okay. Now, guess who else jumped in the game as well? Cash App. Cash App offers up to $500. Now, there's another place that you may want to check out, and this is with Beam. Okay, BEEM. All right, they offer up $1,000 cash advance. Okay, plus they offer personal loans up to $100,000. That's the reason I tell you guys, when you go over to our website, we offer those same type of loans. But again, if you're not meeting those criteria or whatever, these lenders may deny you. Okay, so I had a guy say that he had a 620 credit score and he makes $60,000 and he couldn't get a $500 loan. That didn't make sense. You making $60,000 and you can't get a loan and you have a 620 credit score, something else that he wasn't being, I would say, transparent about. Okay. Now, not saying it doesn't happen, Again, it depends on who that you approach, and your DTI, your debt to income ratio. So not saying it doesn't happen, but I think this here guy, he was just trying to see if he was, what do they call it, trolling. He was just trolling to discourage other people. And that's the reason I tell you guys, if you're making $60,000, you should not have any issue with at least getting an interest-free loan, and that's from your job. So that means that you being able to go to your HR department and requesting to fill out the W-4 form, okay? And they'll stop taking federal income taxes out of your check. So if you're making $60,000, you end up bringing home most of your check. So that's something that he wasn't doing, okay? So that's the reason I call BS on his situation. Now, again, there's another one out there, earning, okay? So with earning, they go anywhere from 300 up to 750. Well, guess what? They done changed the game because now they're going up to 1,500. Okay, that's what earning depends on how long the relationship. Then you also have Albert. On the cash advance, it goes up to 1,000. However, they do offer personal loans that go up to 10,000. Okay, that's another one of those double dip situations. All right. Then you have a company called IndyLend. IndyLend is a platform. Okay, so they're not focused on the credit. Again, they're focused on your availability to pay the loan back. They go up to $5,000. You also have FundsJoy, FUNDSJOY, FundsJoy. They're similar to IndyLend. Again, not focusing on the personal credit. They're focusing on your availability, active checking account, okay? Accurate information, all right? Then you have MoneyLion. Some of you all are definitely familiar with MoneyLion in terms of what they offer in terms up to $1,000. All right. Then Walmart Pay. See, here's the double dipping that goes again. So I told you about the Walmart hack. Okay. So with the Walmart hack, that's when you can get up to $15,000 on a credit card, right? With a softball. However, there's also the OnePay loan. So with the OnePay loan, that loan goes up to $300. And then as your relationship builds, it can go up to $1,000 as well. That's with the OnePay. All right. Now, here's another one. If you guys bank with Fifth Third Bank, well, Fifth Third Bank, they have this payday loan called My Advance. Okay, and it's up to $1,000, and they are offering that with no credit check. All right. Now, you also have Big Picture Loan. Now, this is where we start talking about the tribal lenders. All right. So with the tribal lenders like Big Picture Loan, they go up to $3,500. All right. Now, again, with the tribal lenders, their interest rates is definitely going to be much higher. All right. Then you have Rise Credit. Rise Credit goes up to $5,000. All right. Then again, you have, if you're an entrepreneur, and this is something I keep telling you guys you're missing out on, because as an entrepreneur and you don't have a regular paycheck, then if you register the business, a lot of lenders will still work with you just on the activity of the business. All right. And so one of those lenders is Giggle Finance. And where Giggle Finance, they used to go up to $5,000. Well, they done increased that up to $10,000. Okay. So that's with Giggle Finance. Now, here's my thing that I'm going to tell you guys that are still focusing on trying to get loans and stuff. The biggest challenge, again, is just making sure you having enough income, having an active checking account with regular deposits, okay? And making sure that the information on the application, because where these companies say they don't do a hard pull on the credit, they're correct. They won't do a hard pull on the credit or no credit check is because they're searching these third-party databases, which is Clarity, which is owned by Experian. You have DataX, IntelliTrack, which is owned by Equifax. Then you have Factor Trust, which is owned by TransUnion. And sometimes some of them may use LexisNexis. Okay? So the thing about it is making sure that you have accurate information on the application for a lot of these loans. All right. So I hope this video helps you. If you have any questions about business credit funding, personal credit funding, removing negative items off the credit, click the link in the description. Schedule a one-on-one consultation. Thank you.